Go ahead and start.
Come on, PJ.
I'm
We're trying
coming
to
as fast.
Just jump down. We'll remove
we're
it
trying to
later.
record a showcase video.
Next
Welcome to the second showcase of our server, because server tour is an overused term, and we're going to be showing off what's underneath all this bedrock. Pretty obviously, if you got it from the title, it's going to be our wither farm. And we got Vyral and PJ here, who need to be here because they both mined over 1 million blocks in here.
Shut up.
What?
Pumpkin said, Pineapple said, wait for him. His computer's booting up.
Oh my god.
Is it me you're
Looking for? I've been here.
Pineapple's here, so we can begin. So we got PJ and Vyral here, who are really critical in digging this gigantic hole. So
Okay.
this is pretty much our only dug perimeter on the server. We're working on a couple others, but that's all hush hush for now. We went down to lava level to keep the color scheme. So we got orange, yellowish, brownish, and then the sea lanterns above us is probably the most notable. So we actually finished our guardian farm and farmed over 100,000 sea lanterns, and that took about 34 days to place. And with our netherrack dug down 4 blocks, we actually captured all 62 ghasts before we built the farm. So, with no further ado, let's check it out. So we got this ender pearl elevator to get up in and out, and if anybody wants to use the farm, that would be awesome. I'll just hop into spectator and check it out. So anybody who's a fan of my channel would have seen this before. This is my personal design. I don't have a name for it because it's a little cheesy. But this is it in full effect. With multiple people online, this thing runs at 6 skulls a minute, sometimes even higher. So this makes this the current fastest 1.8 farm in the world. And with the new changes to pistons and 1.11 snapshots, it's actually the fastest design that still works. That's not based on a bug. It is a little spendy with 62 ghasts, but it works really well. So here's all the mobs. They come down right here. And this is one of the reasons we haven't updated. As Lego's demonstrating, with sharpness 5 and strength 2, you can insta-kill all the mobs, and that's how we farm. Now, for the requirements for this kind of series that we do, when we finally show off a design, it needs to be completely done. But the walls, we're still not decided if we're going to do pixel art, and because of other projects, nobody's really focused on the glowstone in a while. But that will be done at some point. And we still have leftover jack-o'-lantern skeletons from the Halloween event, which is pretty awesome. I also decorated the storage room here. We hop into survival. Alright, so I came up with a method where all the mobs are on soul sand, and below that is a hopper facing sideways. So that splits off in total into 4 different item streams, so they get evenly, well not evenly, but distributed between all of these different storage. So then we got skulls in the first chest, and then coal, and then here are all our bones, and then gold, which has been crafted, more ingots, and then all the blaze rods. And Pumpkin here, or Pineapplecake, we called him Pumpkin for the Halloween event, that was his spooky name, still used to that. He set up a system so that all of the blaze rods, when full, get shot down into this little tunnel system he's got, and then that all trails up into that black item elevator and gets shot out at spawn. And then that goes to our 800 furnace array, and that's what we use for fuel. That was a pretty quick rundown on this whole farm. This took us a few months to set up because digging and blowing up this perimeter was a gigantic amount of work. And yeah, with the new school starting, it kind of slowed us down as far as other projects, but luckily, you know, by then we were mostly done. Anything else anybody wants to add?
Explain why there's a piston bolt here.
Okay. Yeah, every once in a while when you're farming with a sword, if you're not being observant, it might break while you're using it, and angry blazes equal dead ghasts, so we use this to instantly despawn the mobs. That only works if one person's using it, but...
Explain our wither killer.
Our wither... Oh, yeah, completely forgot about that. So this is actually Razeworks' design. I'm not going to show it in use because that's a little sketchy, and it's not always because of server lag. But
great.
it's actually on right now.
I got it.
Somebody...
I was turning it off.
Alright. So this just pushes all of the soul sand into a chamber where the withers are killed, or spawned in place, not killed, and then they fly up above the bedrock. I can actually better show this in spectator. So they've got an air gap right somewhere around here. Yeah, I think it's right here, where they're spawned, and then they fly up. And then if you move the chicken away, which is in that cart. It's currently moved away. Got an upside down chicken. Then all of the withers fall down into place and get killed automatically. And that's how we get nether stars, because believe it or not, when you've got stacks and stacks and stacks of skulls to go through and you need stacks of beacons, killing each wither hand by hand, one by hand is really not the most efficient way to do things.
It's not fun.
We did do 64 by hand one time.
That took
That was
forever.
that sucked.
So, yeah, we're not exactly entertainers, but I hope that this video did some kind of justice as to our wither farm. This is a perfect perimeter because we've dug out everywhere where they can spawn. We've slabbed and glowstoned everything below here using X-ray techniques to make sure that we got everything. And I think that about sums it up. I hope you enjoyed touring one of our biggest creations on this server, and definitely a very lucrative farm to have because it produces so many different items. That's it for us, and that concludes the second server tour of Minerva.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye!